Very short video. You're gonna hear about Groovy Bob and you're gonna hear about Peter Blake. It's Peter Blake's birthday today, 88th birthday. This is being taped on June 25th, 2020. Peter Blake, English collage artist, English painter, pop artist, modernist. If you don't know his name, you certainly know his most famous work. Peter Blake created this in 1967 for the Beatles. Him and his wife worked on this. He concepted the cover, cut out all the figures, and did this in 1967 for the Beatles. Very famous. Some of his other works that you should know about in terms of albums: Pentangle's cover for Sweet Child, wonderful Pentangle album, folk rock, British folk rock, the late 60s. Face Dances by The Who. He was a collagist, he was a painter, very influenced. Had his first show and part of a group show with the British artist David Hockney. The most recent Who album, you see where this is going? You see this, you know what's coming next, don't you? Probably. And if you Brits out there and Jam fans and Paul Weller fans, did Stanley Road, the collage. You can see a style in this too. Peter Blake. Did the cover of Do You Know It's Christmas, Band-Aid, the African Christmas song, the benefit album by Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas, from 1984. And he painted one of the more recent Eric Clapton records, painted the cover of this album, Peter Blake. Couple of books I want to show. This is not Peter Blake, this is a really cool book about the modern art scene. Robert Fraser Gallery. Robert Fraser, otherwise known as Groovy Bob, had a gallery in London that the Stones and the Beatles really kind of hung out at or went to events, and part of the whole swinging London scene. And Robert Fraser represented Peter Blake. Good book, good bio on Robert, and of course there's some discussion here. I think we need to turn this down. By the way, the music in the background is Debussy, Images and Nocturnes. One moment. Anyway, this is kind of a cool, if you're interested in the whole British art scene, I have a bunch of books on British art, American art, modernism, pop art. If you haven't discovered, go through my channel. I think I need to do a special playlist. I've done several on designers, photographers, artists who've done cover art on my channel here. So check it out. I'm a really fan of the aesthetics of these albums as well. The Groovy Bob, and then two books, Peter Blake, about collage. This is a British, from a show he had at the Tate Gallery. I'm not sure if it was at the Tate Gallery or the Tate Modern. They're two different museums in London. You got to go to the Tate Modern. Every time I go to London, I check it out. And then another wonderful book, Peter Blake, another Tate exhibit, Peter Blake, self-portrait. So some of the work is 3D, some of it is 2D, painterly, flat art, montage, some assemblages. conceptual art is meant to be dropped on occasion. But really interesting painter, artist, 88 years old today. And lastly, what I'm going to do is, well, of course, you can't have a Peter Blake overview book without showing that famous. Now, the photograph was taken by Michael Cooper. This is a Genesis book from my collection. It's called Blinds and Shutters, and it's the photographs of Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper took the cover of both Sgt. Pepper, and then later that same year, 1967, when the Rolling Stones copied the Beatles with their Satanic Majesty's request, Michael Cooper took the cover photo of that. Now, even though this is an overview of Michael Cooper's work, there's a lot of work in here. This is behind the scenes of the Sgt. Pepper cover. So there's Michael Cooper's photographs during the creation of Sgt. Pepper, as well as Satanic Majesty's Request. He photographed the Stones and, of course, many other. This is interesting, where the cutouts are on set, on stage. Peter Blake got 200 pounds. He got paid 200 pounds to design the cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Here's some of the frames by Michael Cooper. Anyway, happy birthday, Peter Blake. Love the art. Still making things. Mazzy loves you. Wait, one more. And you know, because Oasis copied the Beatles and are in such, those wankers, even though I love Oasis, they're in such awe of the Beatles, they would do whatever they could. They commissioned Peter Blake to do the cover of their greatest hits, best of collection called, is it Clocks something? Stop the Clocks, Oasis. Again, montage, I only have it on compact discs, but wonderful assemblage by the great artist Peter Blake. Mazzy really does love you now. Bye, everybody.